Joe Diamidi, TTRP TV, coming at you from the Grangette once again. We had a very lovely night of music. You're going to see some clips at the end of this video of the band that we are going to interview right now, Sunnyvale, that I happened to see in Carlisle. It was the winter, wasn't it, guys, when I saw you?
Yeah, like
last
2
winter.
months ago?
No, it was more than that. It was whatever, a few months ago. I remember it was cold.
It was in December.
Yeah, it was cold. So it was December, and I saw them, and I was like, okay, got to get these guys to the Grangette. They just spent a week residence here, rehearsing, and they came out with a concert tonight, which was awesome. The crowd, you'll see again on the little clips I put in at the end of this, how the crowd loved it. And so we got 3 Frenchmen from Toulouse, but they didn't meet in Toulouse. They met, of course, on the other side of the world in New Zealand. And they came back to France to form their group, Sunnyvale. So when you met in New Zealand, were you all traveling with your instruments? What was going on when you guys met in New Zealand? How did you meet?
So we just, even me in New Zealand, we met them 4 years ago. Yeah. And yeah, we travel with our instruments, me, my guitar, and Yves.
Yeah, the guitar, the flute, the clarinet. I even had an accordion.
Yeah.
That you were traveling with.
Yeah,
that's Marcial, and that's Yves, and that's Charlie. Just to give it.
I was not there.
Oh, you weren't there. Okay, it was just you two. Okay.
We just met in Toulouse 2 years ago.
And you met in Toulouse 2 years ago. Okay, but it was so it was you two.
Sorry.
Well, you missed New Zealand. Very beautiful country.
We'll go someday.
Yeah. But Yves plays 5 instruments. Well, 6 now. The accordion, but he didn't have the accordion tonight with him.
Not anymore.
So it's it was an incredible night of music. So when you two met, you kind of, you said, "Hey, wow, you're from Toulouse. You play an instrument."
But I was traveling with my girlfriend, and we were working in an hostel, and we were managing the place. Another story. And one day Marcial came, and we met and we started to talk, and we became friends, and then we started to travel, and we traveled together, and we started to play music together. And it was like very easy.
Organic.
Yeah,
very organic.
Fluid.
Fluid. Yes.
We never thought so much about it, like let's make a band. No, it was like very.
And then were you friends in Toulouse? You two? No.
I met first Marcial in his house in Toulouse because they were organizing jams or parties in the house, big parties, and we played music together. And after, I met Yves in school music in Toulouse called Marcial.
Okay.
And we made the same school of music during 1 year. And I heard that they knew each other and they play music together. And finally, I came to play music with them.
Right.
Toulouse is a very small world.
It is, it's a small city. Me coming from New York as well, it's a small city, but it's France's 5th largest city, isn't it? Right. But and so why the English music? Why the Americana music?
I think since I traveled in Australia, I start to play music, and I start to listen a lot of folk music because in Australia it's really famous. And it was really intense for me to discover all these songs, and so I start to play music in streets, and I start to play this kind of music because and so I start to write my wrote my songs.
Yeah.
And I think folk music it's in France it's not so famous, and for me it's a bit hard to write song in French.
Right.
In this kind of music.
In that kind of style. Okay, I get it. I understand. Yeah.
So that's why I start to write in English, and and for me to write in French it's a bit difficult.
A bit. Okay.
Maybe it's one of the reasons.
Okay.
But maybe we gonna do.
Yeah.
We got
We got one song.
You have one song.
We got one song in French. Yeah.
Okay.
Just the chorus.
But the original songs, which was the first part of your act, were really excellent. They're really nice. I mean, I'm liking the words, and it's amazing that you guys you're writing and putting the music together, everything in English, which is quite nice. And at the Grangette, there are many Anglophones. So I think it was you who was saying it's the first time you played in France where you had so many Anglophones. It was like, uh oh, we're on, guys. guys.
understand what we are talking about.
Yeah, they get it. They're gonna get it. Yeah, it makes a big difference, you know. Because and it was great for the audience as well. They were up dancing. They really enjoyed. And then the second half, you did a couple of covers from. I think what was it? The Lumineers, Talking Heads, and Mumford & Sons. Yeah. Really nice. I enjoyed it very much. So, is this your breaking out tour? Are you gonna do? What do you got planned for the summer?
Yeah, we're gonna do a tourney. How do you say in English?
A tour.
Maybe like 15, 20
Gigs.
20 gigs.
Oh, nice.
Like,
Okay.
All around
France?
All
the
across
the
the
West
Atlantic coast.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
from Saint-Jean-de-Luz
Okay, Saint-Jean-de-Luz. Yeah.
until la presqu'île de
Bretagne,
Crozon in Bretagne.
Okay, Bretagne.
So
Wow.
It's a big.
Okay, yeah.
But
yeah.
not everywhere.
Right.
Sometimes here.
Some point.
Okay, work your way north because you're not from Toulouse. You're from the center of France.
Yeah,
So
I'm from
where
the
are you
center.
from?
I'm from Corrèze.
Okay.
It's only Christmas trees everywhere and
Okay.
mountain.
Christmas trees and mountains.
Yeah,
That sounds like a nice place to live.
it's really cold.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay,
really
cold winters.
different from the
south.
of
Yeah.
France. Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
Cool.
And me, I'm from the west part of France, and the place I'm living, my parents still living. We call it the small California.
Ah. Okay.
Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a city called Luçon, and they
Okay.
call it
Los
Los Angeles.
Okay, very good.
Really.
And you were just you wrote a song about California, and there was a person in the audience, a friend of mine's father, who lives in California, and you have just come from a trip in California. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And how was that? Did that leave a big impression on you from Los Angeles to Los Angeles?
From the real California.
It's completely different, but really my 2 weeks was really intense. America is really powerful.
Yeah.
Everything is big,
Yes.
giant.
Yeah.
The flag, whoa, the flag there.
Oh, sometimes when hanging off of bridges and it's like
But
what?
everything, the coffee, the flag, the cars.
The people. It's okay. It's okay.
No, in California, I think it's not the worst. The worst. Yeah.
Well, it's not the biggest.
The biggest. Not
Big
the-
personalities. But
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but was really nice. The landscapes, the people.
Did you drive up the coast road?
Yeah.
That's-
From San Diego to San Francisco, and after we've been to Yosemite Park.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, amazing. So you drove up Big Sur and the whole coastal road.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So
Yeah.
no, it was really nice, and I was like in a movie.
Yeah.
For French
Yeah.
or for I think people far away from USA.
I think
It's like a
America.
movie.
I think America is like that. When my wife came to New York for the first time, she had never been, and she came to New York. She was, it's just like the movies. You know, it's just like America is represented just like the
Yeah.
movies. You know, like the landscapes of the coastal roads.
There are so many
Yeah.
movies.
And is that why you wrote that song?
so
Were you
many
just
movies.
inspired?
Yeah, really. Was really inspired these 2 weeks. Those 2 weeks.
Those
Yeah.
2 weeks. Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
because my
Came
friends
back
were-
with the songs.
Yeah,
Right.
came back with a song.
Oh, okay.
Quite
Right.
inspiring.
Okay. Cool. And do you all join in the writing, or
No,
just
not there.
just no for the songs that you do?
Mostly write the lyrics and some like guitar idea, and then we met all three and we start to play with the music and make the song.
Right. Okay. So and you play the cello.
Yeah. Like
And-
a bass.
What's that?
Just like a bass.
Just like a bass, yeah.
Double bass.
And you play too many instruments.
There's a
So it's guitar, ukulele,
and saxophone, clarinet, and flute.
right, and accordion, no more. And
Too-
you
too heavy.
guitar and singing, and the bass and the tambourine and the drum
and the kick. Yeah.
and the lead singing. Wow. Well, Sunnyvale, look them up. They don't have a website, I heard you say, but they're going to have one soon.
Yeah.
So Sunnyvale.
Instagram.
You have
and-
Instagram, Facebook, you can follow them there. Anybody, if you ever see these guys happen to be touring in California, or if you happen to be on the west coast of France going up the Atlantic this summer, look for these guys playing because I guarantee you a really good night of music. Thanks, fellas. It was excellent. It was really
Thank you
good
so
night of
much.
music.
Thank you, Joe.
I'm so
Thank you,
glad
Joe.
I asked you guys to come, and I'm glad you took up the opportunity to do so. Okay, Joe Diamidi coming at you from the Grangette TTRP TV with these Three very talented fellows. Okay, hope you all have a good night. As always, be well.
Good night.
Okay, cool.
Thank
Thanks.
you, sir.
Yeah.
It's not your fault but mine, and it was yours on the line. I really fucked it up this time. Dear, not my dear. Dear, not mine. Is where I want to be, but I guess I'm already there. I